Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and today we are going to be playing Mime Control. We're going to be playing as Yugi to defeat Strings, one of the rare hunters, and the first character that we are facing that is in possession of an Egyptian god card, or as the case is in this game, 3 of them. Well, one type but 3 cards. So yeah, that is the challenge. Marek was in possession of 2 of the 3 Egyptian god cards, but he still needed the Millennium Puzzle to bring his plan together. Suddenly, Yugi found himself being challenged by a duelist named Strings. Yugi, prepare to duel and lose your puzzle. Marek, meet my mind slave, Strings, the quiet one. Thanks to the power of my Millennium Rod, he shall defeat you. Coward! Why should I waste my time when I can duel you through my mind puppets? Battling with the power of my Millennium Rod is no different than you using your puzzle to duel. That's not true. You force your servants to do your dirty work by taking control of their minds against their will. I duel with respect and honor, although he does actually cheat. Marek, make your move. Because apparently he has the power to basically change what card he's going to draw, so that is actually the reason why he, you know, draws the exact card that he needs. But yeah, so since last time I've been playing some of those duelist challenges, and I have to say it's quite a bit of fun, and some of those decks are quite difficult to beat. You're not getting very far with just, you know, the decks that you get in the campaign. Some of the later ones, you know, they do okay, and the cheating Exodia deck isn't perfect. Definitely not. Far from it, because essentially your powers to defend yourself are fairly limited, and most of those decks are, you know, aimed at building up power relatively quickly through combos of cards strong enough to defeat your monsters. No. But I defeated a bunch of them. I think I've now defeated half of them. And I have the complete deck of, I don't know, 3 or 4? At least 3. I have, which one did I complete? Oh my god, he has a lot of cards. But I completed Strings. He has a really weird deck. It's actually quite annoying. And if you start, you know, if you don't start like strong, you know, you're kind of fucked against him. So what should I do? Let's summon the Dark Magician. Why not? I also completed Odeon's deck, which is actually a really good one. I might be using that one to actually beat the, you know, beat characters if I don't manage to defeat them with the story deck. I defeated Arcana, who also has a pretty decent deck. Those are the only ones I think I have complete. All of the other ones I miss. In some cases, you know, a few cards, like 7 or 8. And in some cases, like Rex Raptor, I basically, you know, don't have any of the cards. I need like 38 cards to complete that deck. Okay, so I can't attack. But he can't attack either. Okay, Robin Zombie. But yeah, basically what this deck that he uses now is based on is getting more cards, because the Egyptian God card he has, Slifer the Sky Dragon, its attack and defense points are basically the number of cards you have in your hand multiplied by 1,000. What does the Dark do? The Dark Door do? One monster can attack during each battle phase. Do I have something that can counter it? No, I don't, but I can just activate some other cards. Ah, summon Skull. Not that I can summon it at the moment. Let's see what he has. Wormdrake. I don't actually remember how threatening this deck he is using is. Well, he's using a lot of Call of the Haunted cards, which... Okay, well, that's Kuribo. Oh, I could actually use Kuribo to summon one of the other monsters. But I don't think using Swords of Revealing Light is what I should be using right now. Let's attack Humanoid Slime, because it will do a lot of damage. And then I actually will activate Spellbinding Circle on Wormdrake, because that prevents him from switching to defense mode, which means that I can actually destroy him next turn. Or not. Apparently I can't attack it if I have a spell or trap card. And because of how Spellbinding Circle works, I can apparently never attack this thing. Okay. Now, let's destroy that one. Oh, and of course I also have Robin Zombie, so... You know, I'm never going to get rid... My field is never going to be empty of magic or trap cards. My hope is that I can actually... Yes. That was what I was hoping for. So I might not be able to target him, but I can still do... Oh my god. Alright, well, let's first summon Skull. I wonder if one of us at some point actually gets the ability to just actually come to some kind of breakthrough. Although actually if he keeps paying for a revival gem, or not. Okay, set that card. Yeah, that's actually a decent plan. Let's summon Alpha the Magnet Warrior, activate Mystic Box, destroy one of those guys, and he gets control of my Alpha the Magnet Warrior. Which gives me another target to attack and inflict damage. And he loses another card. I still have to find a way to get rid of that one. Well, actually I might have like something like a Mystical Space Typhoon. Card destruction. You know what? That's a pretty good idea, because I don't think I'm going to be able to win by taking out his life points. So if I use card destruction, which basically means he has to get rid of his 6 cards and grab 6 new ones, which gets him closer to running out of cards. Ooh, I have Dust Tornado. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yes, I want to activate Dust Tornado. One day of peace. Ooh, graceful charity. Nice. Hand destruction. Let's get rid of a Sword of Revealing Light and Diffusion. Yeah, his only fusion monster that he can possibly summon, I believe, has 2200 attack points. I kind of want to use Hand Destruction, but I don't want to get rid of Sword of Revealing Light. Oh yeah, I can't attack. Forgot. Fortunately, Nightmare Steel Cage is only for 2 turns, and actually nobody can attack. So let's get rid of those 2 cards, and he has to get rid of 2 cards as well. No. Or maybe, yes, I actually will, because he is also forced to do the same thing. So he also has to draw 2 new cards. Oh, look at that, card destruction. I think that means I win. Yep, he couldn't draw any more cards. I win, it's over. That's actually how Yugi won the game in the anime. He won by this dude running out of cards. It can't be. How could I lose with an Egyptian god card in my deck? Well, you didn't summon one. You'll pay. You may have defeated Slifer, but I hold another Egyptian god card. A much more powerful one. So savor this victory while you can, for it will be your last. So, yeah, in anime it's definitely a more powerful one, but in this game I'm not entirely convinced. in this game he's not particularly great, because you know they all have their like own thing that determines their attack and defense points. So for example, Slifer's attack and defense points are connected to the amount of cards you hold in your hand. I don't know, I might play this one a little bit later. Although I don't really see the point. But yeah, and then there is Obelisk the Tormentor. And he simply has 4,000 attack points and 4,000 defense points. But has an effect that destroys all monsters on the field. Oops. And then in the anime, the Winged Dragon of Ra basically takes the attack and defense points of its tributes. So if you have two monsters that would have like 1500 attack points, or three monsters with 1500 attack points, 1500 defense points, the Winged Dragon of Ra would have 4500 attack points, 4500 defense points. But it's not how it works. No, let's not grab Revival Gem. That's not how it works in this game. Because essentially in the anime he also has another power in which you can reduce your life points basically to 1. And then the amount of points that you subtracted from your life points gets added to his attack points. And basically that's the only way you can get him to give him attack points. But then, you only have 100 life points, which makes you vulnerable to everything basically. So it doesn't seem like a great idea. And you could choose to not activate that effect, and in that case, he will have 0 attack and defense points, and then you can pay 1000 life points to destroy a card, which can be useful in limited situations, but oh well. But it's that generally means you can use that power 7 times at most. So he simply doesn't really... Oh yes, please. I want new cards. I do remember this card being useful. But yeah, the Winged Dragon of Ra doesn't seem to be that great. So Obelisk the Tormentor also, but at least it is consistently powerful. And it has an effect that allows you to destroy all monsters on the opponent's side of the field if you tribute 2 monsters. And then there is, of course, Slifer. Let's see, cannot be special summoned except by its own effect. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, during the next standby phase you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck during the turn you activate this effect. Alright, so I'll just set it. No. Play the card of save, return. Maybe I should use a Call of the Haunted, because I do believe that it triggers the card of save return. Or maybe not. I guess it wasn't... Oh yeah, of course, it wasn't active just yet, because I do believe it was recently explained to me by Yugi in the anime. if you activate a card in a response to the activation of another card, basically the last card that was activated in the chain, or the most recent one, is the one that gets activated first. So in this case, Call of the Haunted was triggered before Card of Save Return was triggered. Yes. Let's activate that. No, I don't want to activate the effective card. Humanoid slime. Alright. Ah! Damn it. Missed the activation window. But yeah, oh yeah, and the effect of Slifer, he is actually pretty decent. I mean, his attack points are inconsistent, which makes him potentially weak. Like, if I summon him at this point, he would have 1000 attack and defense points, which is, you know, bad. Right now I would like to oh, never mind. At this point summoning him is a good idea, because now he has 3000 attack and defense points, but also what he does, if a monster is summoned, you know, open, he will basically subtract 2000 of its attack points, and if a monster has less than 2000 attack points, the monster is destroyed. So I will summon Slifer the Sky Dragon. Now, you know, we do still have the issue that if I attack, he most likely has Mirror Force there. Or Magic Cylinder. So yeah, that's not good. Yes. I want to activate that effect. Also activate Card of Save Return. Summon Magio Shalion. Now, unfortunately, they can't attack. Ugh. I hate this duel so much. Well, I almost have enough to summon another Slifer the Sky Dragon. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to activate Nightmare Steel Cage. And I'm going to summon Wormdrake. But yeah, I need to get rid of Dark Magician Girl. Let's summon another Slifer the Sky Dragon. Two monsters with 4000 attack points. Unfortunately, they're not immune to magic and trap cards, so these cards over here are really dangerous. Maybe it would actually be smart if I place one of them in defense mode. Yeah, that might actually be a good idea. In that case, I would be safe from mirror force. And, you know, he still can't actually be hurt. Alright, let's attack Dark Magician Girl. Oh, magical hats. Okay, so his Dust Tornado Trap and Graceful Charity cards are in there. Continue the attack, yes. I want to attack that one. Well, that didn't go that great. So one of those cards is Dark Magician Girl. Oh yeah, of course. She's now more powerful. I really need to get rid of Dark Magician Girl. Oh yeah, forgot, can't attack. Well, there goes my chance to summon a third Slifer. It really doesn't look like I have the actual cards to deal with any magic cards. Guess I can play One Day of Peace. Draw another card. Uh-oh. Crap, I lost, I think. Yep. Fuck. Ugh. Okay, let's try it one more time. I think it's actually key that you summon Slifer really quickly, because otherwise you don't really have a chance. Because basically most of your monsters suck. Although I think Yugi was reasonably lucky with all his magic and trap cards. Also, I don't see the point of this card. Basically it spawns really weak monsters in attack mode every turn. Well, 2 Slifers, oh my god. Yeah. Now, hopefully he doesn't summon anything that's strong enough to destroy. Yeah, okay. Good, good, good. Infinite cards, nice. And I will summon Revival Jam. And destroy Feral Imp. Mirror Force, yes! Which, well, was bad news for, of course, my Revival Jam. But basically the whole idea was that, or my hope was actually that it was Mirror Force. So if I summon Slifer, that Yugi doesn't actually have access to his Mirror Force card. Now, you know, I might still be fucked now because he has Dark Magician and I don't really have a monster to deal with that. Which is an issue. I mean, I can... Oh yeah, let's actually summon this one. Oh crap, that's actually bad news. Oh well, too late now. Oh no, he still can't attack. Oh my god, I have to send Slifer to the graveyard, unfortunately. But I got another one back. Giant Trunade. I was going to be so pissed if he used card destruction. At that point I would have just surrendered, because at that point I couldn't win. But unfortunately this did set me back a little bit. Yes, let's activate his effect. But on the plus side, it does actually allow me to reuse Nightmare Steel Cage. So, if only I... No, that's not what I was looking for. But I'll activate the second one. Hand Destruction. Okay. Now, if he actually is going to use card destruction and some shit like that, I'm going to be really pissed. Yeah, there's no way I can actually stop the Dark Magician. That is a problem. So I don't see a way of actually triggering Card of Save Return. The Dark Door is not going to help me. But I am going to set this card in the hopes that he is not going to be attacked. And that next time I draw the, I don't know, the frog card. No, but it is a revival gem. So, actually, that might actually work, because he's going to destroy Revival Gem. So that's the only thing he can do. At that point, I can activate Revival Gem's effect, which will actually summon him onto the field. Oh my god, what cards are those? This will allow me to draw 2 more cards. And then I can summon Slifer the Sky Dragon. Now he's probably going to have some bullshit there. Or maybe not. Brain control. Oh my god. Again, I lost. Yeah, I lost. Fucking Yugi. Fuck you, Yugi. We are going to be using the Gravekeepers. Which, if you can get it off the ground, which in most cases you can, is actually a pretty solid deck. And it looks like I can get it off the ground, because it's really based around this card. Necro Valley gives 500 attack points for Gravekeeper cards, and guess what? All my cards are Gravekeeper cards. They're not particularly powerful, but with a 500 point attack boost, you know, anything is powerful at that point. Well, that sucks. Okay. I don't actually have the right card. But still, let's summon him and see if I can. Oh wait, I can actually activate his effects and get rid of that card. Ooh, was a good choice. And then yeah, I think it's going to my hand, I believe. Let's go with Gravekeeper's Ambusher, because if it gets destroyed, oh, there's Mirror Force. But basically, if this card gets destroyed, it will allow me to get Necro Valley from the graveyard. Yes. But I really hope he's not going to be using card destruction. Because I do need this card, actually. And I'll use that card. Because there are other ways for me to get... oh. Well, at this point I have some doubts about if there are other other ways for me to get Necro Valley back, because I was hoping for that card. But I think I have more. Okay. This card you control sent to your graveyard. Okay, in that case I will simply summon a monster and sacrifice this guy. And this card gets 200 attack points for every Gravekeeper card in the graveyard. So it now has 2800 attack points, so there are 4. I will activate the effect, discarding that guy. And now I have Necro Valley back. So that's enough to actually destroy Big Shield Gardna. Unless he uses Spellbinding Circle. Okay, that's actually bad. Oh, well, actually not necessarily. I can use this card. Oh. Use the effect of Gravekeeper's Visionary. Yes. Basically this card, once per turn, can actually just ignore getting destroyed. Ooh, Big Shield Guard now is in attack mode. But still, I will summon Gravekeeper's Descendant. Activate his effect. No. Well, I guess I fucked up there. I thought you had to tribute one monster, not a face-up monster. Well, oh wait, it's actually still not a very big problem. I can get some Gravekeeper's monsters back in my hand. And I can, you know, still attack. Okay, good. Okay, that's especially great. Allows me to ignore a basically card effect. So I will summon this guy, get rid of Gravekeeper's Ambusher. $3,700 attack points. Oh, he's using Karibo. Well, let's see if he survives next turn. Interesting choice. Swords of Revealing Light is activated. Yes, I would actually like to activate a card. Well, I don't think I need to summon anything. There, that was much easier than using whatever strings I was using first. Okay, so that was a victory finally. So next time, oh, we're actually moving to the Battle City Finals. We'll be playing against Bakura again. You know, after playing against him like all the way at the beginning. And he's going to be having, you know, another annoying deck. Similar to what Seeker has, but less annoying. But still very annoying. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching.